Welcome, my dear students, in Prep 3. Today we will continue part 3, ratio and proportion. We will study more properties of proportion. If we have four proportional quantities, A, B, C, and D, and we said before A over B equals C over D, I'll assume A over B equals C over D equals any constant, for example, M. In this case, I'll use the expression A equals BM and C equals DM for proving some of the given proofs. So A equals BM and C equals DM. Not only for if we have four proportional, if we have more than four, like here, for example, A over B equals C over D equals E over F, and so on. By the same way, A equals BM, C equals DM, and E equals FM, and we will use this to solve many proofs in proportion. For example, here we have a proof. If A over B equals C over D, prove that 5A minus 2C over 5B minus 2D equals 4A plus 3C over 4B plus 3D. Okay? By the same way I said before, as we said, A over B equals C over D equals a constant number which is M. So A equals BM and C equals DM. Then I'll substitute. Instead of A, I write BM. Instead of C, I write DM. Okay? And the left hand side, then the same in the right hand side. Okay? And I want to prove that the left hand side equals the right hand side. Let's start with the first at the left hand side. 5A, instead of A, I write BM. So 5BM minus 2. Instead of C, I write DM. So 5BM minus 2DM over 5B minus 2D. I want substitute instead of B and D. I write them as they are. But if I have A, I write BM. If I have C, I write DM. Okay. Here we have a common factor M. So I'll write it as a common factor. Here I still have 5B and here 2D. So M times 5B minus 2D over 5B minus 2D. I'll simplify, so it will be M. So the left hand side equals M. Now let's see the right hand side. By the same way, instead of A, I write, yes, BM. Instead of C, DM. Here I have 4BM plus 3DM over 4B plus 3D. Here, do we have a common factor here? Yes, we have M here and here. So I write it as a common factor. So M times 4B plus 3D. Here I have 4B plus 3D. Here I have 4B plus 3D. So I'll simplify to get only M. So the left hand side equals the right hand side. It means 5A minus 2C over 5B minus 2D equals 4A plus 3C over 4B plus 3D. Okay, property number 5. If we have, for example, here A over B equals C over D equals E over M and so on, and we have constants M1, M2, M3, and they are non-zero real numbers. If you multiply the first ratio up and down by M1, for example, the second M2 up and down, the third M3 up and down, and if you add them together, okay, the result will be one of the given ratios. Okay, let's see how can we apply this property. Here, for example, A over 4 equals B over 5 equals C over 3. I want to find A minus B plus C. Look at the numerator at first. Look at here. I have A minus B plus C. So I should multiply the second. If I add here A plus B plus C, I don't want A plus B plus C. I want A minus B. So I should multiply the second term by negative 1. Then I'll add. Okay. If you multiply the second ratio up and down by negative, second ratio up and down by negative. So we have here negative and here negative. Okay, it will be negative b and here negative 5. A minus b plus c over 4 minus 5 plus 3. A minus b minus c, here 4 minus 5 equals negative 1 plus 3 equals 2. So a minus b plus c over 2 is one of the given ratios. Okay, let's continue and look at the denominator. I look at the denominator now. A plus b minus c. A plus b minus c. So I'll multiply the third by negative 1, then I'll add. So now I have a plus b minus c over 4 plus 5 minus 3. 4 plus 5 equals 9. 9 minus 3 equals 6. So a plus b minus c also one of the given ratios. So I have this is one of the given ratios and this is one of the given ratios, so they are equal. So I can write a minus b plus c over 2 equals a plus b minus c over 6. What do you want here? I want this over this. We said before, antecedent over antecedent equals consequent over consequent, so equals 2 over 6. 2 over 6 is the same as 1 over 3, and this is what you want. Okay, I want this value. Okay, I'm looking for the required and try to make the ratios similar to the required by multiplying the ratio up and down by the same number, then add the ratios together. In this case, we get a new one of the proportion and they are all equals, so we can get what we want. Let's see another exercise. For example, here x over a minus 2b equals y over b minus 2c equals z over c minus 2a. Prove that. Okay, look at here. At first I want x plus 2y minus z. X plus 2y, so I should multiply here by 2 up and down. I'll multiply here by 2 up and down. 2, and here I'll multiply by 2. So the ratio wouldn't change. Okay, z here I have negative z, so I multiply up and down by a negative 1. And here also I multiply by negative 1. Okay, after multiplying I'll add them together. So now we have here x a minus 2b, as it is here I multiply by 2 up and down, 2y over 2b minus 4c, 2 times 2 4, and here I'll multiply by negative sign or negative 1. It will be negative z over negative c plus 2a. Then I'll add them together, all of them together, because here I have x, y, and z. Okay, here x plus 2y minus z, and here we have a plus 2a, 3a, negative b and positive, negative 2b, positive 2b equals 0, and we still have negative 4 and negative 1, negative 5c. Okay, here we have one of the given ratios, which is x plus 2y minus z over 3a minus 5c. We still need y plus 2z, so I'll multiply the third by 2. Okay, then add with the second with third. Okay, here 2z over 2c, this is the third one. Here this the third ratio will be, after I multiply by 2, 2z over 2c minus 4a, this. Then I'll add y plus 2z, b minus 2c plus 2c minus 4a. So we have y plus 2z, here 2c and negative 2c, 0, b minus 4a. This is also one of the proportion. I want this one and this one, this is one of the proportion, and this one is one of the proportion, though they are equal. So they are equal, so x plus 2y minus z over 3a minus 5 equals to y plus 2z over b minus 4a. Okay, So this is what we want to prove. This lesson is very easy, but you need to solve more and more on the ratio and proportion, part 1, 2, and 3. It's very important. Okay, that's all about our session today. Next session we will talk about type of proportion which is continued proportion. I hope you have understand our session today. See you next session. Thank you very much for watching, and goodbye.